And with any luck, I should be live. And a warm welcome to me. And I'm sure some other people may pop along, but it doesn't matter if it's live or not, because it's going to be on my YouTube channel. A warm welcome. Now, today, I just wanted to search through what we've done before with the live shows is search through Twitter and see what's happening on the Chinese media, what citizens are able to post on Twitter. And today, I thought instead of going to the American Twitter, let's go to the Chinese Twitter. It's called Weibo. It looks a little bit like this. Now, this is the English Weibo because I'd have great difficulty sort of translating what is there. And you can see the lack of what's happening in China, and it makes it all la-di-da. Now, don't say anything. It's not all doom and gloom in China. No, it can be the opposite, and it can be a lovely place. So let me just go to my screen here to have a look, and I'm just moving around. Now, the first one I wanted to show you was this short film, Shanghai is Quiet, and this has been watched 7,064 times. I can't get my words out today. So I'm going to put this on and we can have a look of what's happening here. And it's not working. So let me just stop that for a minute. Okay, I know what it is. I just need to change the screen over. So bear with me. I thought it would go automatically. So we're going to stop that. We need to go here. Live show, ladies and gentlemen. Live show indeed. And we're going to go into not that screen, but that screen here. So let's share this one. Okay, so let's go back again and let's see if this is working. Okay, so let's just stop it there for now. So you can see this is very nicely done, to be honest with you, and this is what's happening in Shanghai. Now, we've seen the people screaming from the streets. You can say this is professionally done. This is possibly from Chinese state media professionals there depicting Shanghai, but not showing the screaming voices or the beating up and killing of their pets, their cats, their dogs, etc. It's just Shanghai. Yes, there is a lockdown and it's very peaceful and everything is okay. Let's continue a little bit more. So it goes on like that, just showing that the lockdown in Shanghai. But again, I repeat, it's not showing any of the other things related to there. Now, this is going to be difficult to do for today, I know. So, not like what we've seen on Twitter. And people, they can post on Weibo. Yeah, it's like Twitter and they can put their point of view, but it is heavily monitored. Monitored not by the Weibo people themselves, it's monitored by the government, and the government can take things down just straight away, yeah, which is, again, a great shame to that. I did do a little bit of research beforehand, and there was a interview, I'm not too sure, I think it is in English, of these things happening in, and while I'm talking to you, I am trying to find this. But let me show you the screen that I'm watching here. Let me just kill that. Not the best kind of show in the world, but this is how it is, really. And what do I want to show you? Is it not that one? This one here. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at the moment, and you can see it's a little bit like YouTube in the way that everything is set up. And so what I'm trying to find is one certain video that they did actually put out. Yeah, and it was an interview, I think it was. Here it is. Under the epidemic, we chatted with foreign friends in Shanghai. 526,000 people watched this 9 days ago. So now I have to change the screen again.
你的家人呢？你的家人会不会担心你？就你的妈妈
会，因为他们好像看的新闻。
Let me just show you a little bit of what I'm trying to search for you here. Again, I've got to stop. I've got to move my screens around. It doesn't work automatically here, I'm afraid. Share screen. Here we go. So basically what's happening here, this is, they quoted foreigners in Shanghai now. So let's see. And this guy, obviously, well, he's half naked, does speak Chinese. I'm going to see if I can sort of like see what's happening on and help you along the way.
对，就比较他们会觉得哇，好可怕，就是
对，就是日本的新闻也是一样的，上海封城啦，然后很恐怖的样子，就是阿根廷也是一样的。
就是他们跟我说不，没有事儿吧？我没看到然后我还好，就是我不能出门而已啊。哦，那你信得够吗？够啊。那行。OK。
对。
So basically, you can see here what they're doing is the same as the other video. They say there is a lockdown. Yeah, everyone knows that, near enough in the world, and they're just making it sort of everything is okay. When if you just go into normal media, it's, well, like what is really happening, it's the opposite of all of that. So it's sort of like the CCP hiding. It's the CCP hiding stuff from there, which I think is just awful. And people do post, I repeat, and we've seen that. Now, let's go back to the main screen here. I'll go all the way to the top. Again, this is Weibo, this is Chinese Twitter, basically. And let's see there. Cat on the Road, Oxford Street, Xinjiang. Xinjiang is where the, what's happening in the northwest of China, the problems with the Uyghurs, but this video would actually show everything is fine as well. There wouldn't be anything bad here, and this is the whole thing. Again, it's a little bit like Twitter, and it's a little bit like YouTube, where people can post, professionals can post as well. And it's all pro-China. Now, there are some good things there that can show you lots of things, how wonderful China is in the way of its beauty and some of the people and some of the talent. But it won't show anything sort of like negative. You can see nothing here about the Ukraine, absolutely nothing. Yeah, and these are the top picks. So you can say it's sort of like censorship. It is censorship of what's happening in China. It's just all la-di-da, all glorious things which are happening. Now, I'm just going around this step by step. So we've shown that one thing about Chongqing, self-drive holiday, Shandong, parent-child, sunbathing, whatever. All propaganda, propaganda, propaganda. Yeah, and not just from, it seems to be more professional people rather than anything else. Shanghai travel, you see it here, 8,233 people have watched this. Shanghai travel, the design concept, container style, Shanghai. And that was 6 days ago. So do you think people are interested in that? Well, maybe they are, to relieve their boredom of being on lockdown in Shanghai, but surely there should be more stuff about Shanghai, for example, or anything which is happening, not always the positive, but this is China media for you. It's always the positive and hardly any negative. I have to go to Xinjiang in summer. Why do you have to go? And they will just show the same things of all people dancing and be happy. Nothing there. This guy here, you can see this guy here, he is a YouTuber, and I think he's from Israel. I think his father is incredibly rich indeed. He does speak Chinese, and he's a CCP shill. He does do all that. And I'm just seeing if I can see any other familiar faces here. But most of it, again, this will are. There's some guys in the stormtrooper suits, etc. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Now, let's go to a different, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Twitter, okay? Just going to go to Twitter, okay? Let me just set this up first of all. And let's put in, and I got to change my screen over. Oh, 11 people watching. Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Just bear with me a little bit. So that was the Chinese Twitter, for example. Now let's go to Twitter in the United States. And again, I'm just going to do this live, and you can see the actual difference here. So let's see if there's some new videos that we haven't shown before. So we've seen the cats many times. I don't want to show you that one. These are the lockdown facilities. Again, this is not on Chinese Twitter. This is being released from China. Now, this video is actually, to be a little bit honest with you, old. I have seen that one before. There are some things related. I think this is about, no, something in the USA. And this video here, I don't know if you've seen this one before, against the stormtroopers. What they're doing is taking people away to the quarantine center, and even if you protest, they will take you to the quarantine center. The kid, we've seen a million times before, just then, it's all wrong. This is going viral. You can see 6.5 million views related to this video of people being dragged away against their will with the police in these stormtrooper suits. We don't know who these people are because they're all covered up. It's sort of like the perfect way. This one, Chinese people find themselves locked out of their own community. They can't get into their community when they go out to buy fresh vegetables instead of taking rotten ones delivered by the Chinese central government. And this lady is going crazy here. Let's have a listen into this. So you can just see the difference of how social media is between China and the United States, or China and the world. And they say they do have freedom of speech in China. Well, obviously they don't. I don't know what that picture is. Something about The Guardian. I haven't put this on videos, to be honest. Maybe if I put it just on videos, it'll be, you can see it more clearly. Now you can't see anything. Oh, okay. So this is from, you could say, there, we've seen that video, is there, happening in China now, what's this? Happening in China now, locked in wanting food by their employer. So he's like locked in a jail, but he has got air conditioning there. This guy shooting basketball. Okay, this is another lockdown center, a quarantine center. Residents of Shanghai, this is how they sleep, in cardboard boxes. They're like coffins. Nothing shown like this on social media. What's this one? This one is quite new. I haven't seen this one before. I find I can get more information on Twitter than I can actually on Chinese social media. Now, some of the Western shills in China would say this is only a small, but hearing the screams and the shouts, well, no, I'm not showing that one, sorry. And the rest of them, what is this one? Communist Party is still trying very hard to cover, can't breathe. This is a policeman arresting someone and making sure they can't move by putting their knee on their neck, basically can't breathing. The animals again going to swiftly move through that. I don't know what that is. Some train. Clash with CCP somewhere in China. When was this done? They say April the 10th. But okay, not too sure there. Again, this is the person who can't get into this. This is state media again showing beautiful China, while this is going on. And this is more of the reality of what's happening in China with this video here. So I hope you enjoyed that little show for today. Thank you for everyone who's watching. It's not a long show indeed. I just wanted to show you the difference between the Chinese Twitter and the original Twitter. The Chinese Twitter is called Weibo, and obviously the American USA one, now owned by Elon Musk, is the original. And it's strange that you can get more information from an American Twitter account rather than you can from a Chinese account, because it's censored. People just don't put their information there. Have a happy Easter, everyone. And I do have a show coming up 7:45 tonight, Hong Kong time. So work that out in your own time zone. Be good, be well, be safe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now.